Our exhibition tour just ended. I'm deeply touched.
Vanished when I was introduced to the realistic part of photography, with its history, its genres and techniques.
Using traditional linen and utility fabrics from weaving mills in the upper Austrian homeland, interesting dresses and yeah. Good morning, my dears. I just left home. 55 minutes to drive 37 kilometers to the next address in the second district of Vienna. It's cloudy. I was invited by the Romanian Cultural Institute in Vienna to a gallery tour. They are hosting an exhibition by Romanian artist Ioana Nemes. It is a post-mortem exhibition. She passed away in 2011. Ioana Nemes is considered to be one of the most relevant Romanian contemporary conceptual artists. She was born in Bucharest in 1979 and passed away in New York in 2011. I'm looking forward to discovering her art. I don't know much about it, only what I read online, what I was told at the Romanian Cultural Institute. She was a great talent. Before becoming an artist, she was a professional athlete, a very ambitious, open-minded woman, and I wish to discover it with this occasion today. As far as I know, the exhibition is going to travel in different cities in Europe, and one of the stops is Vienna. Our exhibition tour just ended. I'm deeply touched. Let me offer you some information about it. Ioana Nemes is one of the most acknowledged and exhibited Romanian artists of her generation. A professional handball player who turned artist at the age of 21 after a serious knee accident, studied photography with Iosif Chirali at the National University of Arts in Bucharest.
My naive optimism for my first years in school that I could hold a rather good duplicate of things, situations and spaces around me, vanished when I was introduced to the realistic part of photography, with its history, its genres and techniques. I couldn't ignore its consistency, nor could I pretend to only visit it. Therefore, I became more conscious. I started to stage the situation that appeared in my photos. Then, I tried to push the limits of seriality when I photographed for one whole year the window of a fashion boutique in Bucharest Historical Center.
Nemesh's drive was fueled by a necessity to visualize and communicate as clearly as possible the hidden mechanism behind the linguistic, visual and psychological systems that define us. A new world opened to her, and to get a perspective on it, she evolved the wall project on the dining room wall of the small flat she shared with her mother and twin brother. The wall was divided into two sections, with one side chronicling Nemesh's aspirations and unrealized projects, while the other chronicled aspirations that had been met and projects that had been realized. Every time a slip was moved from one side to another, Nemeș took a photo and archived it. In 2005, two things happened that were key to the project. These events impacted on the project, which came increasingly to be focused around how time may be made visible. Nemeș developed a strong interest in the British writer Virginia Woolf's understanding of time and the Swiss psychologist Max Luscher's ideas about color, and out of these came monthly evaluations. Nemeș developed a system with 5 parameters: physical, emotional, intellectual, financial, and the luck factor. Since 2005, each day has been evaluated against these parameters. It is allocated a color and a quotation or a saying before being archived along with all the other days. When monthly evaluations goes on show, Nemeș ponders all the other works to be shown in the exhibition and its overarching idea, and afterwards goes through her archive, plucking out a small clutch of days. These are then translated into murals or plastic objects that resemble gigantic funeral stones. Even though Nemeș's starting premise is her own self-realization project, monthly evaluations describes a more generic experience which relates to work, ambition, progress, and happiness. The project argues for a conception of identity which, rather than remaining static, is something the individual is continually shaping on the basis of the options and opportunities that present themselves. This is the starting point for Nemeș's critical stance vis-à-vis the settings in which she is a player: exhibitions, the wider art scene, and the new Europe. Good morning. I'm on the train on the way to Linz. The reason for my travel to Linz is to visit Nina Hollein's exhibition. It's empty. I'm in the quiet area. I can talk because there is nobody here. I would like to offer you some information about Nina Hollein. She was born on the 9th of February 1971 in Vienna. She studied in Vienna but also in Linz. Her solo exhibition is titled Homecoming, referring to Oberösterreich, to Upper Austria. She permanently lives in New York since 2016. She also lived and worked in Frankfurt. She's an architect by profession, and the exhibition is hosted by Schlossmuseum, the Castle Museum in Linz. The architect switched to fashion and established her brand carrying her name, Nina Hollein. Her starting work point in fashion is using traditional linen and utility fabrics from weaving mills in the Upper Austrian homeland. The designer also uses leftover materials and integrates the recycling of vintage men's suits, tulle fabrics, latex or plastic into her collections. Her versatile, often transformable creations create extraordinary pieces that are somewhere between everyday clothing and experimental haute couture. Located between wearable fashion and art, Hollein's work is characterized by an architectural way of thinking about clothing as a shell between skin and space, transparency, volume, movement, and color. Her first museum exhibition shows the range of Hollein's designs, from her first dresses made from tea towel linen to costumes made from recycled suits to delicate or sculptural evening dresses, as well as her latest block-colored silk dresses. The exhibition is curated by Genoveva Rückert. The kitchen linen designs: tablecloth half linen from Haslach, tea towel linen from Helfenberg, and tea towel linen from, again, Helfenberg, 2009 collection. The mural, designed by Nina Hollein, reflects important stages of her work with the Frankfurt kitchen, San Francisco and New York. Individual bodies of work are grouped together. Fabrics from Upper Austria are a constant from the very beginning and can be found on the concave pedestal in the corner of the room, as well as in the children's collection, with which Nina Hollein originally began in 2009. Long dresses and haute couture made from highly flowing materials, but also from utility fabrics from Upper Austrian weaving mills and recycled garments, are represented on the mannequins on the long central platform. They showed diverse approaches and designs from 2019 to the latest color-filled dresses. Upcycling. Upcycling individual pieces from 2020 to the present day can be found on the pedestals with torsos. The transparent wing dresses from the 2022 collection hang like flags in front of the windows, sweeping and delicate at the same time, while a ballerina with a sweeping skirt spins around.
Knocked behind the walls of a big temple. Now I got it together, be gone. Open up your eyes. I'm flying. Why keep on trying?
That's the focus piece or ensemble from the invitation cards, the poster. It feels so special to see it in reality. Her use of cottons and linens gave such a warmth and pleasure to the eye, I'm sure pleasure to the skin wearing them. They are very sophisticated, ample cuts, geometrical as well. You have a sense of warmth, satisfaction, coziness. It's a very interesting approach that I haven't seen it somewhere else. The shoes are so cool. And that's a baby jacket. So I finished visiting the beautiful and inspiring exhibition of Nina Hollein. I'm on the third floor of the museum. It wasn't really planned to visit the rest of it, but I wish to see the folk art exhibited here. It must be beautiful. I know that there are some corsets in a showcase and some other garments, some other types of textiles, garments, accessories, objects of home use, and I have some time, so let's go to see some folk art. And additionally, I've heard that there is also some city fashion from the 19th century. Costume and textile culture. A selection of garments and accessories dating from the 18th to the 20th century give an insight into the variety of distinctive clothing worn in the Upper Austria region. From the end of the 18th century, new economic theories and demands for social equality led to the dissolution of class barriers and dress codes, but also to the flourishing of traditional costume between 1780 and 1850. A special characteristic of Upper Austrian costume is a resplendent headdress worn by the wealthy bourgeois, the so-called Linzer Goldhaube, Linz golden headdress. Folk art objects from Upper Austria are presented in several showrooms, providing a cross-section of arts and crafts and folk art, mainly from the 18th and 19th centuries, but also showing the development into the 20th century. The focus is on parlor interiors and painted furniture, decorated household items, Sandler reverse glass paintings, and Wichtau cottage industry, textile treasures and gold hoods, and the area of faith and superstition. What a charming bedroom. Lots of wood, cotton. The bed is high, how I like it. Chests, drawers and cabinets, hand painted. I like the curtains. And the carpet. There is a replica of a mummified hand representing Saint Anna. I like that there are many benches around to sit down, take a rest, take a break. And that's the famous Linzer Torte, the famous cake torte from Linz. And these are some of the ingredients. And if you wish to learn how to make a Linzer Torte, these are some books with instructions. Other ingredients such as almonds and marmalades. A perfectly good Linzer Torte. I'm taking a well-deserved break before going to the train station. I've spent here, it's 5 p.m, so I arrived at 11:30. So I've spent 5.5 hours in Linz so far. I've met a friend and we are having a beer. It's very, very, very warm outside. I'm indoors in, I don't know how it's called. So in barefoot or Inglorious Bastards, I don't know. I have a mix of dark and blonde beer. Cheers! The beer is amazing. Another good reason to come back here. Actually, I'm planning to come back at the end of October, because on the 23rd of October, Nina Hollein is closing the exhibition. She will hold a speech, she will sign her book, and I wish to come back, maybe stay overnight here. And I'm slowly finding favorite places. I got some cakes and bread from a bakery here. It's my third visit here in so many years. The city changed a lot. I see many new interesting addresses, and yeah, it's good to spend a weekend or also during the week. I'm a freelancer, so sometimes my weekends are in the middle of the week. I'm back to work. It's so warm outside. It has been a very hot summer here in Vienna, but also in the rest of Austria. I could only drink until this hour. It's almost 2 p.m. Cold water and cold coffee. I have some melon in the fridge and some cold snacks. There is so much to work. I'm looking around. There is so much to work, to design, to sew, to organize. I like to have my workspaces light. Here is my shop. I also have my atelier and my home office. And I'm planning next to move all those fabrics up there in those cabinets. Since I moved here, I'm planning to sew beautiful light silk curtains behind the glass. There are some metal hooks installed inside the doors. I know that there were curtains before. I didn't find the time. Also, I don't know what color to choose. I will be seeing them every day, and I'm still unsure of what color to choose, if it should be a contrast to the woods or in the same color shade, tone. I already placed some fabrics up, and I realized that the constructions are not safe, especially this one to my right. And I wrote to a very nice handyman. My friend Corina recommended him. He's really, really nice and talented, and he will be coming here in a couple of days to fix those constructions. More precisely this one. I don't think he can fix this one to the wall, otherwise he's stable. And I will also be asking him to do some little works on those sides. I don't know how to explain it, because I need shelves. I need more shelves. My constructions with those metal bars didn't work, and my baskets where I'm keeping the threads are kind of moving, shaking around, and it annoys me a little bit. When I work, I need everything to be placed in the right order, in the right system, and that's the plan now for the shop. As I said, I have so much work to do, so much to sew, customer meetings, and having a lighter space feels good. I thank you for being here with me on my channel, and if you enjoy my videos, please stay around. If you will subscribe, you will make me very, very happy. We are a creative community. I'm very proud with what I achieved here on YouTube. This is not my profession. I'm not doing it full time, but whenever I have the chance, I'm filming, I'm documenting my work, my workspaces, my travels, everything that inspires me, that I feel interested in. Wonderful people, beautiful places, stories, art, architecture, design, crafts. I do everything with a lot of love and passion and time. I'm allocating a lot of my free time, which is very little, but this channel, filming, editing videos, has become a big passion, a big love, and I appreciate your presence very, very, very much. Until we will see each other again, please do take care of yourselves, of your dear ones. Stay blessed, healthy, and beautiful. I kiss you, I hug you. Bye.